In 2018, I was using Facebook ads like everyone else. In 2020, things changed for me, and I think you can also relate. My profile was getting banned left and right, my ad account got banned every other week, and it seemed like I was just running in circles, constantly getting banned, and I was never able to scale a product for more than 2 months. It got to the point where I was just getting insta-banned for absolutely no reason, and with all of this happening, it ultimately led me to quit e-commerce for almost a full year. And then all of a sudden I heard about TikTok ads. So just like Brett Favre, I came out of my ecom retirement and I put my head down and I got to work with TikTok ads. I've scaled up quite a few stores on there. I'm also scaling with TikTok Shop, and I continue to use TikTok for my media buying today. But I will say that it's not the smoothest boat to sail on, and if you know anything about TikTok ads, I think you would agree as well. But there is good news to look forward to. For the rest of 2023 and going into 2024, I will be focusing a lot more on Facebook and Meta ads. I'm currently working on my own strategies and learning the ins and outs of Facebook right now, and I'm going to be documenting my entire experience on this channel, and I'll be able to provide you with strategies that you can use in your business right now. The past 3 months for me on Meta have been absolutely crazy. Here's a screenshot of my store numbers the past 30 days, and here's another screenshot at a 2-month glance. I've learned a lot of new things from a lot of different people, and I finally feel confident enough to start making content about Meta. I know in the past, all my YouTube content was primarily TikTok, but I will start incorporating some more Meta ads, and I think you guys will like that as well. So let's not waste any time and let's jump into this video where I'm going to talk about how not to get banned on Facebook anymore and how to properly use agency accounts and if you should use them at all. And I'm going to finish it off with a good beginner strategy for low budgets that you can use right now when you test your next product on Meta. Okay, starting things off with the biggest topic that actually scares people away from Meta, and it's getting banned and avoiding the constant circumvention of getting new ad accounts, getting new profiles, and this constant cycle of being banned and not being banned. So let's talk about how to avoid that. Okay, first things first, just play by the rules. If you don't know the rules, you can go read through Facebook's policies, Meta's policies on what type of content you can promote, what type of products you can sell. There's a whole list of a bunch of rules that you need to follow, but for most of you guys, just stop ripping content that isn't yours. And if you do rip some sort of content, always make some sort of edit or change to make the video unique so you can claim it properly and Facebook won't flag you instantly. The best way to do this is to get custom content made. You can head over to Viral Ecom Ads with the link down below and start working with their UGC creators over there, or you can order the product for yourself and make your own videos if you can. Okay, and I know some of you guys are watching this and saying, hey Layden, I'm already freaking banned, so I can't even do anything. I understand there's a lot of you, and I get DMs just like this all the time. So if you are currently banned, you don't have an ad account or a profile, just send me a DM on Instagram, and I'll get you connected with someone who can give you a Facebook profile, even maybe 2 or 3 Facebook profiles along with agency ad accounts. These ad accounts are a lot safer to use, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later in this video. But if you're stuck, just send me a DM and I can connect you with someone who can probably help you out. I think a lot of people watching this video are going to end up needing agency accounts. So I want to talk about the pros and cons of agency accounts. And in the past 3 months, I've spent over $150K per month with agency accounts. So here are the pros and cons. Okay, so the pros are pretty obvious. You're less likely to get banned and get shut down. So the people that give you agency accounts, they are partners with Meta. So that means they work closely with Meta, a lot closer than you can get with them. So they're able to communicate a lot better than you can, and therefore your account is less likely to get banned in the long run. So that is the main pro besides unlimited spending limit, which is something that you don't need to worry about. So the main thing is just you're less likely to get banned. I will say that there are a few cons about Facebook agency accounts. To start off, you have to load the balance to your account before you actually run ads. So there might be some fees involved with PayPal, or hopefully you can just wire transfer your top-ups, but they also take a % of your spend. I've talked with a lot of agency owners, and it's anywhere between 4 and 7% of your ad spend. If you can find something for 4 or lower than that, that's great. I would definitely recommend them. But 7% doesn't seem like a lot, right? You send them $100, they give you $93 back. Right, that's a good deal. But I will say that it does quickly add up. And after a month's spend, you might look back like I did and say, wow, you know, I spent a lot of money that I didn't even know was kind of gone with agency account fees. But I didn't get banned, and I have yet to get banned, and I don't think I will with this account. So that's kind of the trade-off there. So with that being said, just do your due diligence and do your own research and communicate with a bunch of different people first before you choose on one agency account provider. Okay, so if you follow this video to a T, you should have an ad account now that you can now advertise on. So this brings me to my next point. I'm gonna give you guys a low budget, beginner friendly testing strategy that you can use right now on your agency account to test your first product. Okay, so this is gonna be one campaign with 5 to 10 ad groups depending on your budget. If you have a very low budget of, let's say, $0 to $50, I would just do 5 ad groups. If you have a budget between 50 and 100, I would do 5 to 10 ad groups. Okay, so each ad group is gonna have a $15 budget. I wouldn't go down to 10, and if you wanna go up to 20, that's even better, but 15 is a good safe point. So let's say you have 5 ad groups at a $15 budget. Every single ad group is gonna have its own separate interest. One of them is gonna be broad, no interest at all, just completely broad targeting. It's very important that you do this to see if your product works best with broad targeting. So in this scenario, you have one broad ad group and 4 other ad groups with 4 different interests, just one interest solely by themselves in these ad groups. Now, within all of these ad groups, you're gonna have the same exact ads. I would recommend 3 ads if you have 5 ad groups, and I would recommend up to 5 ads if you have 10 ad groups. So in this scenario, you're gonna have 3 ads in each ad group, and it's very important that all 3 ads are the same amongst all the ad groups, because you don't want to change any variable. If you haven't noticed yet, the only variable we're changing is the ad set or ad group. I know they're the same thing with Facebook and TikTok, but on the ad set level, you're gonna have different interests. So that's the only variable you're changing. Now, this campaign is an audience test. You're testing audiences and figuring out where your product sits right amongst Facebook's algorithm. If you have a higher budget, I would also recommend doing a creative test campaign, but that could be a whole nother video on its own, and it's not necessary for this strategy, so let's not talk about it too much. So all in all, you have one campaign, 5 ad groups at $15 a piece, and you're gonna have the same 3 ads in all of these ad groups. I would let this campaign run for more than 1 day. I wouldn't kill it on day 1. You wanna let it spend more than 24 hours. The longer the time, the more time you give the Facebook algorithm to do its thing. And obviously, the more you spend, the better as well. But I understand some of you guys have lower budgets, so just be careful, keep an eye on it, and on day 2, you can start turning off your bad ad groups and leaving the good ones on, and then continue to test and test and test new audiences. So you have a surplus of audiences that are all winners, and from there you can start scaling. All right guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys really liked this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram. I have more posts on there and more just free content as well, so check that out. I'm a little bit more active on there. But that's it guys. I'll have a new video coming out soon this week and for the next weeks after and after and after. All right guys, peace out. See ya.